a reproach. Psalm 23, a psalm of David. Jehovah is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my adversaries. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of Jehovah forever. Psalm 24, a psalm of David. The earth is Jehovah's, and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. For he founded it upon the seas, and established it upon the floods. Who shall ascend into the mount of Jehovah, and who shall stand in his holy place? He that has clean hands and a pure heart, who has not lifted up his soul to vanity, and has not sworn deceitfully. He shall receive a blessing from Jehovah, and righteousness from the God of his salvation. This is the generation of them that seek him, that seek thy face, even Jacob. Pause. Lift up your heads, ye gates, and lift yourselves up, ye everlasting doors, that the King of glory may come in. Who is this, the King of glory? Jehovah, strong and mighty, Jehovah, mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, ye gates, and lift up, ye everlasting doors, that the King of glory may come in. Who then is he, the King of glory? Jehovah of hosts, he is the King of glory. Pause. Psalm 25, a psalm of David. To thee, O Jehovah, I will lift up my soul. My God, in thee do I trust. Let me not be ashamed. Let not my enemies triumph over me. Yea, let none that wait for thee be ashamed. Let them be ashamed that transgress without cause. Make me know thy ways, O Jehovah. Teach me thy paths. Make me walk in thy truth, and teach me, for thou art the God of my salvation. On thee I wait all the day. Remember thy tender mercies, O Jehovah, and thy kindnesses, for they have been of old. The sins of my youth and my trespasses do not remember. According to thy kindness remember thou me, for thy goodness' sake, O Jehovah. Good and upright is Jehovah. Therefore will he direct sinners in the way. He will guide the humble in that which is right, and the humble he will teach his way. All the paths of Jehovah are kindness and truth, to such as keep his covenant and his testimonies. For thy name's sake, O Jehovah, thou wilt pardon my iniquity, for it is great. What man is he that fears Jehovah? Him will he instruct in the way he should choose. His soul shall dwell at ease, and his seed shall possess the land. The secret of Jehovah is for them that fear him, and he makes them know his covenant. Mine eyes are ever toward Jehovah, for he will bring out my feet from the net. Turn unto me and be gracious to me, for I am desolate and afflicted. The troubles of my heart are enlarged. Bring thou me out of my distresses. Look on my affliction and my pain, and forgive all my sins. Behold my enemies, that they are many, and hate me with cruel hatred. Keep my soul and rescue me. Let me not be ashamed, for I have trusted in thee. Let integrity and uprightness preserve me, for I wait on thee. Redeem Israel, O God, out of all his troubles. Psalm 26, a psalm of David. Judge me, O Jehovah, for I have walked in my integrity, and in Jehovah have I trusted. I shall not waver. Try me, O Jehovah, and test me. Assay my reins and my heart. For thy loving kindness is before my eyes, and I have walked in thy truth. I have not sat with men of falsehood, and I will not go in with dissemblers. I have hated the congregation of evildoers, and I will not sit with the wicked. I will wash my hands in innocency, and will encompass thine altar, O Jehovah, that I may publish with the voice of thanksgiving, and recount all thy wondrous works. Jehovah, I have loved the habitation of thy house, and the place where thy glory dwells. Gather not my soul with sinners, nor my life with bloody men, in whose hands is mischief, and their right hand is full of bribes. But as for me, I will walk in my integrity. Redeem me and be gracious to me. My foot stands in an even place. In the congregations will I bless Jehovah. Psalm 27, a psalm of David. Jehovah is my light and my salvation. Of whom shall I be afraid? Jehovah is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be in dread? When the wicked came upon me to eat up my flesh, my foes and my enemies, it was they that stumbled and fell. If a host shall encamp against me, my heart will not fear. If war shall rise up against me, in this will I be confident. One thing have I asked of Jehovah, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of Jehovah all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of Jehovah, and to inquire in his temple. For in the day of evil he will hide me in his pavilion. He will conceal me in the covert of his tabernacle. He will set me on high upon a rock. And now shall my head be high above my enemies round about me. And I will offer in his tabernacle sacrifices of triumph. I will sing and will praise Jehovah in song. Hear, O Jehovah, my voice I cry, and do thou be gracious to me and answer me. My heart has said to thee, seek ye my face. Thy face, Jehovah, will I seek. Hide not thy face from me. Turn not thy servant away in anger. Thou hast been my help. Cast me not off, and forsake me not, O God of my salvation. When my father and my mother have forsaken me, then Jehovah will receive me. Teach me thy way, O Jehovah. Lead me in a plain path because of my enemies. Give me not up to the will of my foes. For false witnesses have risen up against me, and such as breathe out violence. Had I not believed that I should see the goodness of Jehovah in the land of the living? Wait on Jehovah. Be of good courage, and let thy heart be strong, and wait on Jehovah. Psalm 28, a psalm of David. Unto thee, Jehovah, will I call. My rock, be not deaf to me. Lest thou be silent to me, and I become like them that go down to the pit. Hear the voice of my supplications when I cry to thee for help, when I lift up my hands toward thy holy oracle. Draw me not away with the wicked, and with workers of iniquity, who speak peace with their neighbors, and mischief is in their heart. Give them according to their doing, and according to the evil of their deeds. Give them according to the work of their hands. Render to them their desert. Because they regard not the works of Jehovah, nor the labor of his hands, he will destroy them, and not build them up. Blessed be Jehovah, because he has heard the voice of my supplications. Jehovah is my strength and my shield. In him my heart trusted, and I was helped. And my heart shall triumph, and with my song will I praise him. Jehovah is strength to them, and a stronghold of salvation is he to his anointed. Save thy people, and bless thy heritage, and feed them, and bear them up forever. Psalm 29, a psalm of David. Give to Jehovah, ye sons of God. Give to Jehovah glory and strength. Give to Jehovah the glory of his name. Worship Jehovah in the beauty of holiness. The voice of Jehovah is on the waters. The God of glory thunders. Jehovah is on the great waters. The voice of Jehovah is mighty. The voice of Jehovah is full of majesty. The voice of Jehovah breaks the cedars, and Jehovah breaks the cedars of Lebanon, and he makes them skip like a calf, Lebanon and Sirion like the young of the wild ox. The voice of Jehovah cleaves out flames of fire. The voice of Jehovah shakes the wilderness. Jehovah shakes the wilderness of Kadesh. The voice of Jehovah makes the hinds bring forth, and lays bare the forests. And in his palace they all say, Glory! Jehovah sat in judgment at the flood, and Jehovah sits a king forever. Jehovah will give strength to his people. Jehovah will bless his people with peace. Psalm 30, a psalm, a song for the dedication of the house of David. I will extol thee, Jehovah, for thou hast delivered me, and hast not made my enemies rejoice over me. Jehovah my God, I cried to thee for help, and thou didst heal me. Jehovah, thou hast brought up my soul from the underworld. Thou hast kept me alive, that I should not go down to the pit. Sing praise to Jehovah, ye his saints, and give praise to his holy memorial. For his anger is for a moment. In his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but in the morning there is joy. And as for me, in my prosperity I said, I shall never be moved. Jehovah, by thy favor thou madest my mountains stand strong. Thou didst hide my face. I was troubled. To thee, Jehovah, I call, and to Jehovah I make supplication. What profit is there in my blood, when I go down to the pit? Will dust praise thee? Will it declare thy truth? Hear, O Jehovah, and be gracious to me. Jehovah, be thou my helper. Thou hast turned for me my mourning into dancing. Thou hast loosed my sackcloth, and girded me with gladness, in order that my glory may sing praise to thee, and not be silent. Jehovah my God, I will give thanks to thee forever.
Psalm 31. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. In thee, Jehovah, have I trusted. Let me never be ashamed. Deliver me in thy righteousness. Incline to me thine ear. Rescue me speedily. Be thou to me for a rock of defense, for a house of refuge to save me. For my rock and my fortress art thou, and for thy name's sake thou wilt guide me and lead me. Thou wilt bring me out from the net which they hid for me, for thou art my defense. Into thy hand I commit my spirit. Thou hast redeemed me, Jehovah, God of truth. I have hated them that regard lying vanities. But in Jehovah do I trust. I will exult and rejoice in thy kindness, for thou hast seen my affliction, hast known the troubles of my soul, and hast not shut me up in the hand of an enemy, hast set my feet in a large place. Be gracious to me, Jehovah, for I am in trouble. Wasted is my eye with grief, my soul and my bowels. For my life is spent with sorrow, and my years with sighing. My strength fails because of my iniquity, and my bones are wasted. Because of all my adversaries, I am become a reproach, and to my neighbors exceedingly, and a dread to my acquaintance. When they saw me in the street, they fled from me. I am forgotten as a dead man, out of mind. I am become like a broken vessel. For I heard the slander of many. Terror was on every side. While they consulted together against me, they plotted to take away my life. But in thee did I trust, O Jehovah. I said, thou art my God. My times are in thy hand. Rescue me from the hand of my enemies and from my persecutors. Cause thy face to shine upon thy servant. In thy mercy save me. Jehovah, let me not be ashamed, for I have called upon thee. Let the wicked be ashamed, be put to silence in the underworld. Let lying lips be struck dumb, that speak rudely against the righteous, in pride and scorn. How great is thy goodness, which thou hast laid up for them that fear thee, hast wrought for them that trust in thee before the sons of men. Thou wilt hide them in the covert of thy presence from the snares of men. Thou wilt secrete them in a pavilion from the strife of tongues. Blessed be Jehovah! For he has shown me his marvelous kindness, as in a strong city. And yet I said in my alarm, I am cut off from before thine eyes. But thou didst hear the voice of my supplications when I cried to thee for help. Love Jehovah, all ye his saints. Jehovah preserves the faithful, and abundantly requites him that acts proudly. Be of good courage, and let your heart be strong, all ye that hope in Jehovah. Psalm 32. Didactic Psalm of David. Happy he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Happy the man to whom Jehovah imputes not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile. When I kept silence, my bones wasted away, through my groaning all the day long. For day and night thy hand was heavy upon me. My moisture is turned into the droughts of summer. Pause. I will make known to thee my sin, and my iniquity I have not covered. I said, I will confess my transgressions to Jehovah, and thou forgavest the iniquity of my sin. For this let every godly one pray to thee, in a time when thou mayest be found. Surely in floods of great waters they will not come near him. Thou art a hiding place for me. Thou wilt preserve me from trouble. Thou wilt surround me with songs of deliverance. Pause. I will instruct thee, and will direct thee in the way that thou shouldst go. I will give counsel, with mine eye upon thee. Be not as the horse, as the mule without understanding. With bit and bridle his mouth is to be curbed, lest he come near to thee. Many sorrows are to the wicked. But he that trusts in Jehovah, mercy will encompass him. Rejoice in Jehovah, and exult, ye righteous, and shout for joy, all ye upright in heart.